YouTube, today is a magical day. I'm going to show you, oh yeah, my name is Multiplier, by the way. I'm going to show you the most terrifyingly real sound you've ever heard coming out of Serum. Take a listen to this. Terrifying and also very real, terrifyingly real. How is that happening? Ooh. It's simple and interesting. Here's the concept. We're using Serum and we're using a noise oscillator. I'll just, in fact, turn everything else off. So, Serum, noise oscillator. Noise oscillator is not being key tracked, therefore it's the same noise sample no matter what key I press on the keyboard, remember. One of the honeys. Remember, this is an Ableton push and this is effectively a keyboard. So, the noise oscillator's playing some pink noise, which I found to work extremely well. Pink. Then I am running it through a filter, a comb filter. Badoink. Do you see what is happening? The different notes I press on the keyboard play a different sound, and that's because of the keyboard follow, or the key follow, or the note follow. Lots of different words, different synthesizers use different terms for this. In Serum, it's just called note, or note modulation. In fact, it may have a fancier name, note source. I don't know, yeah, just called note by those things. So you've got this note macro, which you can click and drag willy-nilly wherever you like, and sort of assign it like normal. But what I've done is assign it to the cutoff of the filter. Ignore the fact the filter's sort of changing and stuff. That's just the filter algorithm going bananas. You can see how the note modulation source is assigned to filter cutoff. And it's, of course, moving to the right as the note modulation source increases. And the way it works is each note on the keyboard kicks out a different value, which you can even see in the note readouty thing here. So if I press a low note, a very low note, very low indeed. Oh, that's not very low at all, but it's lowish. We'll go with lowish. You can see it's there. So you look horizontal when it kicks out a value, vertical there. And then I do higher. Oop. Further along the right, therefore it kicks out a higher value. And so on and so on. Therefore, the higher you are on the keyboard, the higher value is kicked out by the modulation source. Therefore, the filter moves with the keyboard. That's part of the magic here. Well, not magic, science. Science and synthesis. Science and synthesis. You can kind of see the filter moving too. It's moving to the right. Oh, also, forgot to mention, the resonance is cranked to the max. That's why you can see all these crazy peaks. And not so crazy peaks. So, yeah, you see, very important, the resonance. The resonance must be cranked to the maximum. And simply, that's the main way the tone is generated. So you've got some noise, which is kicking out, or some pink noise. Loosely speaking, a bunch of random frequencies. Technically speaking, random frequencies with equal power per octave. That's what pink noise is. It's taking this collection of random frequencies and then making it tonal, or at least kind of tonal, using this comb filter. You can kind of see the peaks as I press a note. Then, effects. Two important ones, one most important one. Now I do have a phaser and a chorus on here. The chorus, we can hear the phaser's not doing much at all because I've assigned it to a macro, which you could crank if you want, because I'm, as you can probably guess, looking at this preset. Making presets for a pack. So, got the phaser as optional, not important that. Also, chorus, I haven't actually got that cranked, but it's an option. You can play around with phasers and choruses with this as a bonus if you like. Not important though. The most important 2 bits, in fact the most important bit, is going to be this low pass filter. The reverb's important to make it sound real, but without this low pass filter it just doesn't quite sound right. So let me show you. Low pass filter. Still doesn't sound right, but when you combine it with reverb, placing it in a real life environment, space, click. Sounds real. Beautiful. Now notice the difference forgot one that I pressed. Notice what difference the low pass filter makes here. So before. Useless. Well, not useless, but not great, not real. And then. It's good now. It is good. Roughly, where's that cutoff value? Middle. Approximately middle. Just looking at the filter there. Just beyond middle. 12:15. 12:15. Lunchtime. Filter cutoff is set to lunchtime. Dread. The longer you hold the note, the more dread. Even evolves a bit, that's cool. I love that. Also, one important point, a very important point indeed, in fact, this isn't tuned. Therefore, if I press a specific note, say, E, 1, 2, I could do E, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do E5. That's not E5. Maybe close, may not be close. No idea. In fact, it's nowhere near. But that is not E5, and that is because, boink, of this note follow. Because it's moving this note follow, remember, keyboard position, effectively. Because keyboard position is controlling where the filter cutoff is, that's kind of like what's determining the note, sort of. Because it's just noise that's then been made tonal by the filter, but of course this filter isn't tuned. Is that a problem? Yes or no? It depends. It's just something to factor in. You can, of course, change this by, you can change the tuning almost, if you look at it that way. You could change what note or what pitch a specific note on the keyboard resulted in by changing the modulation movie about bit, the starting position and the end position, and also you can insert your own nodes in this note graph so you can fine tune it further if you like, but that's difficult. Tuning this is difficult, I'll give you that. It's possible. So another direction you can go, if you want to go in the direction of dread, terror, oh, I'm scared, you could keep it purposefully out of tune, so that makes it more terrifying, because then it's like, oh, it doesn't feel right in my brain, what's going on there? That makes me scared. That could be what you could do purposefully. So you could take something that was by accident and then make it on purpose using creativity. That is just a terrifying interval. It's so unnatural. Oh, my brain. It's a natural sound, a very real sound, even though it's synthesized. But unnatural interval. I'm scared. Oh, terrifying. Terrifyingly brilliant, terrifyingly real. That is a sound out of Serum. That is it. Some ideas for your brain. Inspiration, knowledge, power, multiplier. I have been Multiplier. I will catch you guys. I've got a screw loose. That's what's going on. Crikey.